Here you can float onto this rooftop, which gets you into this stuck spot. You can medlev from here onto the high ground. You can float here to get a nice off angle, but you could also stand on these corners to have some cover. You could hold a similar angle by floating off of this thing, and you could also use the outside corners as well for cover. The other nice thing about these corners is you can medlev to get onto this height. You could jump up to this height in a few ways. One is by jumping off of here, just float on the right side so you don't bump your head, and land on the corner of these rocks. You could also jump up here and then just float over. You could also stand on this rock and just barely float over. Probably the most consistent way is jumping up here and then doing a medlev across. You could stay off the ground by standing on any of these things here. One way is by floating from here, or using this edge on the left to get on here. Another is by floating from this edge. You could also medlev from here, and you could medlev from here. This one's a bit tricky, but you could medlev off of this gong.